buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play. Oh, well, good morning. Sorry about that. I suppose you thought that sounded like somebody forgot to grease the wagon. But you know, that song, Home on the Range, is the unofficial anthem of the American West. And we're traveling back out west again today. So thank you for joining me. Today I'd like to tell you about another amazing spot in the American West. But it's not just one spot, because it starts way up here and it comes down kind of like this, kind of like that. Well, this place all along here is called the Continental Divide. Continental comes from the word continent, North America. And divide is like when you separate something. So this Continental Divide, also called the Great Divide, is actually a ridge that runs north and south. And it separates the flow of water on our continent. All the water, streams and rivers in the eastern side of this, they all flow over to the Atlantic Ocean or the Gulf of Mexico. And all the water, the streams and rivers west of this line are all going to flow over to the Pacific Ocean over here on the coast. So we call this the Continental Divide. Now, the Continental Divide actually goes all the way up into Canada because that's part of our continent too. But as it runs through the United States, goes through the states of Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, and New Mexico. Let me show you on a map. So here again we got that Continental Divide, and I should mention it follows the path of the Rocky Mountains, one of the most rugged ranges of mountains in our country. Now, as the Continental Divide, that line that divides the water that's going either to the Pacific or over to the Atlantic in the Gulf of Mexico, as it comes down, this Continental Divide goes through several places, beautiful places that we call national parks in our country. And I mentioned one of those the other day. I mentioned Death Valley, but we've got some more beautiful national parks out west. Why, up here, we got one called Glacier National Park. And then down here, we got a beautiful one called Yellowstone. And down here, we got Rocky Mountain National Park. Now, this is what a Continental Divide sign looks like. And this one happens to be at a place called Monarch Pass. But you're going to find them all along that whole stretch. Couple thousand miles. All the signs are going to say Continental Divide. Well, I have enjoyed our time together again. You know, you joining me makes me as happy as a mule that just kicked down the barn door. But I'm getting hungry. It's lunchtime. And I'm going to go see if I can find me a good steak with some skunk eggs and some Texas butter. Onions and gravy, if you didn't know. We'll see you tomorrow. You have a fine day.